There's some guys who have anger issues, but the anger only happens sporadically, right? From time to time, it happens, just as sporadic moments, not too often, but they do happen. A lot of times that's connected to something either behavioral, something that they were innately born with, just characteristical, that's something that's within them as biologically as a person. Other times it's psychological, something they went through, possibly growing up. It could be something that they experienced with their family, maybe some abuse, verbal, perhaps even physical, um, or just a really difficult childhood, growing up perhaps in very difficult circumstances. So that does happen, and it can stay with a guy even when he's grown up and gone into the world as an adult and is doing relatively well for himself. So guys like that, a guy like that who has moments of anger, but they're sporadic, it could be something that you can work with, especially if the guy is willing to work on it and is showing signs that he's trying to work on it, especially if there are all these other wonderful traits that he has as a person. However, if you're dealing with a guy who's always angry for no good reason and is even verbally abusive to the point where he's verbally abusive with you, then that is a much more different circumstance. And in a situation like that, you'll be better off leaving it, because if you stayed in, you could become so emotionally scarred by it that it could hurt your self-esteem or damage your self-esteem tremendously. And it could put you in a situation where you don't only fear for your sense of self-worth and your sense of and your self-esteem, but you could also, to some extent, fear for your own safety. So you don't want to be in a situation like that with a guy. Guys and girls, leave your comments down below. Subscribe to the channel. And if you want to ask a private question, click on the link below for a consultation.